Okay, let's be honest. Dogs are adorable, loyal, and loving, but sometimes they're just plain weird. Like, why does your dog suddenly stare at the wall like it's talking back? Or go completely bonkers, running in circles like they've just had 10 cups of coffee? And what's with rolling in things that smell absolutely awful? Here's the crazy part. Even after decades of research, scientists still can't fully explain some of these bizarre dog behaviors. We know the theories, but not the full story. So, today, we're diving into 7 of the strangest things dogs do that even science hasn't cracked yet. If you've ever looked at your pup and thought, what on earth are you doing? This video's for you. 1. Phantom stare into nothingness. Have you ever been with your dog and all of a sudden they stop mid-play, just freeze and stare at what seems like thin air? No bug, no toy, no obvious distraction. Just a blank wall or corner. It's eerie, almost like they see something we don't. Scientists call this fixated attention sometimes, but there's no clear answer yet. Some theories say dogs might be picking up tiny sounds or smells we can't detect. Maybe the hum of a wire, maybe a droplet of moisture somewhere, or even air movement we ignore. Others say it could be a kind of daydream state, like drifting while awake. There are also thoughts that older dogs, seeing signs of age, might misinterpret shadows or visual noise and freeze. No matter what the cause, owners often report their dogs look kind of worried afterward, or sometimes shake off the stare and go back to what they were doing. For now, it remains one of those quirks we can't fully explain, but if it happens a lot, it might be worth checking hearing or eyesight because sometimes it's more than just strange behavior. 2. Zoomies. We've all seen them. Your dog is calm, maybe snoozing, then out of nowhere, whoosh! They're tearing around the house or yard, spinning, jumping, crashing into things full tilt. Sometimes after bath time, sometimes late at night. They're fun to watch. But why do they happen? Scientists aren't completely sure. One idea is that zoomies are just a release of pent-up energy, physical or emotional. If your dog hasn't had much exercise or has been restrained, like after a bath or being indoors, they need to burn off something. Another thought is that it's instinctive. Wild dogs probably needed to gallop sometimes, stake territory, or flee threats. In modern life, maybe zoomies are just the leftover version of that. What's weird is the randomness. Some dogs zoom often, others almost never. Some zoom at specific times, evening, post-bath, or after rest, some with no pattern. Also, size, breed, and age matter. Younger dogs or high-energy breeds do it more. Yet there's no definitive study that says exactly when or why zoomies are triggered. They're one of those joyful mysteries. 3. Rolling in foul smells. If your dog ever comes home covered in mud, dead plants, or something even worse smelling and rolls on it with pure delight, you know this behavior well. To us, it's gross. To them, apparently, it's a win. Scientists have several guesses, but none are certain. One theory goes way back to their ancestors. Wolves and wild canines would roll in strong smells to mask their own scent when hunting, so prey wouldn't smell them coming. Another idea is that rolling in pungent things might be a way to communicate information to other dogs. Something like, hey, I was here, or here's something interesting. There's also the possibility it simply feels good. Textures, smells, sensations. We humans sometimes spray perfumes. Dogs might roll in stink. Still, it's unclear why some dogs love it and others avoid it. Also, why certain smells attract them but others don't. And whether there are health risks we're ignoring when dogs do this, skin infection, parasites, etc. So, while we have theories, the full explanation remains elusive. 4. The head tilt plus unusual listening posture. You call your dog's name. They cock their head to one side, ears perked. It looks adorable. But what's that about? Scientists aren't completely sure. Part of it is likely related to better hearing. Tilting the head changes how sound reaches the ears, maybe helping locate the direction of sound more accurately. Another part could be about visibility. By tilting their head, they may adjust visual perspective to see your mouth or eyes better. Also, some believe that this behavior has been reinforced by humans. Dogs who do cute head tilts might get rewarded more attention treats, so they learn it. What mystifies scientists is how consistent this behavior is across many dogs, yet how variable it is per individual. Some dogs never do it, others do it all the time. Also, some head tilts happen in response to tones or voices that humans can't discern well, which suggests there might be more going on in their auditory or neurological processing than we understand. 5. Predicting weather or natural disasters. This one sounds almost supernatural. Many pet owners report their dogs acting strangely before storms, earthquakes, or other natural events. They get restless, hide, whine, seem anxious, sometimes hours or even a day before anything happens. Scientists have documented many such reports. But how exactly dogs sense these things, that's still debated. Some theories suggest dogs detect subtle changes in barometric pressure or air ionization. Others think they hear ultra-low frequency sounds, infrasound, that humans can't pick up, like the rumble of tectonic plates before an earthquake or distant thunder before it's audible. Some say scent plays a role, shifting air currents, bringing smells we can't notice. The tricky part scientifically is proving cause and effect. Anecdotes are many, but controlled studies are rare. Also, not all dogs do this. So is it individual sensitivity, breed, environment? We don't know. It's one of those phenomena that makes you wonder just how much our dogs pick up that we are totally blind to. 6. Tail chasing, spinning behavior. This is classic. Some dogs will chase their tails or spin in circles, not always as a playful thing, sometimes obsessively. We see it often in younger or bored dogs, but again, scientists don't have a full consensus on all the reasons this happens. Some early ideas, tail chasing is a form of self-entertainment or stress relief. If a dog is bored or anxious, tail chasing gives something to do. Another theory is instinctual, left over from hunting behavior, chasing prey, chasing movement. On the more concerning side, repetitive tail chasing can sometimes be a sign of compulsive disorder or neurological issue, especially if it's frequent, obsessive, or damaging. What makes it weird is how some dogs pick it up early and then it becomes a habit, even when there is enough activity, enrichment, and no obvious stressor. Also, why some dogs flip out and do this for no reason while others never chase their tail. The pattern, triggers, severity all vary widely. 7. Why dogs spin before lying down. You've definitely seen this one. Your dog circles around a few times before finally lying down, sometimes even scratching the floor or turning in place like they're trying to find the perfect spot. It's cute, a little funny, and, surprisingly, still not fully understood by science. The most popular theory traces back to wild ancestors like wolves. Before sleeping in the wild, they'd circle to flatten tall grass, scare off insects, or check for snakes and other hidden dangers. It was a survival instinct, making the area safer and more comfortable before resting. But here's the mystery. Our modern dogs don't need to do that anymore. Their beds are soft, safe, and bug-free. So why do they still spin? Some scientists believe it's become a deeply ingrained ritual. Kind of like how humans might fluff their pillow every night, even when it's already fine. It could also be a way for dogs to mark their spot using scent glands in their paws. By turning and scratching, they're saying, "This spot's mine." What's interesting is that not every dog does it the same way. Some spin once, others 3 or 4 times. Some scratch like they're digging a hole. Others just turn silently, and no study has ever fully explained the exact trigger. Is it instinct, comfort seeking, a leftover survival habit? Probably a mix of all three. So, why can't science explain it all? With all our technology, you'd think we'd have dogs completely figured out by now. But the truth is, dogs are individuals. Each one has unique instincts, emotions, and ways of responding to the world. Their senses are sharper than ours, and they perceive things we can't even imagine. Sounds, smells, vibrations, maybe even shifts in the Earth's energy. Studying this stuff is hard. Scientists can't just recreate earthquakes or predict when a dog will zoom around the living room. And because so many of these behaviors depend on emotion, environment, or instinct, it's nearly impossible to pin down one clear reason. So, while we don't have all the answers yet, maybe that's okay. Part of what makes dogs so fascinating is that little bit of mystery they carry with them. So, those are 7 of the weird dog behaviors that scientists still can't explain fully. The staring into nothingness, zoomies, rolling in stinky stuff, the head tilt sensing bad weather, and tail chasing, each with its own set of theories and mysteries. If you've noticed some of these in your dog, tell me in the comments which one surprises you the most. Has your dog ever done something so weird you couldn't explain it? I'd love to read your stories. If this video gave you a fresh view on your pup's quirks, hit like, subscribe for more dog mysteries, and share with someone who thinks their dog is the weirdest. Because honestly, that's a compliment. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video, where we may just explore even more of the stranger side of our four-legged pals.